Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another Rookie Card Collector 1, 2, 3 video. In today's episode, we are going to continue our top 10 early cards of Baseball Hall of Famers. Today's subject is going to be former Chicago White Sox shortstop great Luis Aparicio, as we continue in alphabetical order. The very first Aparicio card ever produced was actually made in Venezuela. It was part of a Venezuelan Winter League album that was issued with a card set back in the 1953 to 54 Winter League season. These are extremely rare. The auction house that I work for, Hakes Auctions, all the way back around 2011 or 2012, auctioned the only known example. It was a complete album. I do not recall if it was missing any cards as part of the set or if it was complete, but the Aparicio card definitely was in there. These are little small, square, black and white cards. All were pasted in the album. That's the only album I have seen or know of. So that predates Aparicio's 1956 Topps traditionally accepted rookie card by about 3 years. Again, could possibly be a one of one, so very tough to track down. As I mentioned, the 56 Topps base set Aparicio was his widely accepted rookie card. Not too much to say about that one. Mainstream set. They were a horizontal issue. Luis did have one other 56 issue, which was a pinback. It was not a baseball card. It was part of the PM15 American Card Catalog set. These were yellow base path pinbacks, so they had a green background. They had a black and white player image in the center. It was sort of set up like an infield diamond of a baseball field, and the base paths were yellow, hence the name Yellow Base Path Pinbacks. So Aparicio appears on one of these. These are not too easy to find, and again, another rookie option, although obviously not a card, so it wouldn't be a rookie card. Next Aparicio we're going to take a look at. This is 1957, so this will be the following year. J Publishing, who produced photo packs, black and white photo packs, usually measuring 5 inches by 7, for the various major league teams, American League and National League, during the 50s and 60s. They produced a White Sox photo pack in 57. There's 2 different variations of the Aparicio photo. Typically they were 12 photos within a pack, so Aparicio would have been one of 12 White Sox pictured. That would have been his second season. Next up would move to 1958, also put out by J Publishing. In addition to the team photo packs, on a few different occasions, J Publishing also put out All-Star Game photo packs. So obviously, as the name says, these were the American League or National League All-Star team players. 58, Aparicio was the American League shortstop on the All-Star team and was part of the 58 J Publishing American League All-Star photo pack. Works the same way. They were 5x7, they were black and white photographs, and sold in groups of 12. Next up we have the 1960, so we move on a couple of years later. We have a Luis Aparicio Bazooka card. The Bazooka cards began first being produced in 1959. Those were the biggest oversized bazookas out of any that were ever made. Starting in 1960, they would move to the smaller, more traditional bazooka-sized cards that they would release up until 71, was the last year of the bazooka baseball. So Aparicio's first bazooka was 1960. It's part of a 3-player panel. They had black dashed lines surrounding the cards on the back of the Bazooka bubblegum box, and you were supposed to cut out the panel or cut out the individual cards, leaving enough of the black border that it would be visible. And today, the grading companies look for that to determine whether the Bazooka card is eligible to get a numerical grade or if it's going to just be authentic. If the black border is not visible on all sides all the way around, it'll be authentic. If it is visible, it usually gets a numerical grade. And of course, the numerical grade value-wise tends to add quite a bit to the value. Next up, also 1960, we have a Aparicio. It's part of the Leaf black and white set. This one was a scarcer issue, not too easy to come by. Production was somewhat limited, was not as mainstream as the 48 to 49 Leaf or the later, more modern Leaf baseball issues. Not a lot of big stars were in this set, but a few Hall of Famers did appear in there, and Aparicio being one of the more popular ones. Next up, we have the 1961 Post Serial. Again, similar to the Bazooka Bubblegum, the Post Serial cards were produced on the back of the Post Serial boxes. They typically had either 5 players or 6 players on the box, along with an advertisement for Major League Baseball and working together with Post Serial to put these cards out on the cereal boxes. Some of these are tougher to find than others. Some were actually short printed by the manufacturer. However, some of them were not short printed, but still tough to find because they were on the less popular cereal brands that not a lot of people bought during that time. So that would make those tougher to find. Next up, we have another version of a team photo pack, also from, this is from 61. This is the Sports Service Chicago White Sox 1961 team picture pack. So very similar to J Publishing. They were similar size, typically 5x7, typically black and white photos. They were a paper stock, not really cards. And Aparicio appears in that 61 Sports Service picture pack. So that's going to wrap up today's episode for Luis Aparicio, one of the most popular Chicago White Sox players ever. I hope you enjoyed and got some useful information out of this. I'll continue with the next episode over the next day or two. I believe Luke Appling, another Chicago White Sox shortstop great, will be the next player coming up in alphabetical order. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great afternoon, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.